Friends, today we all know that the relation between India and China is at multi-year low, all because of Chinese intrusion in our territory. We also might have heard about various campaigns being run on social media regarding boycotting Chinese products. But do you really think it is possible in this globalized world to boycott China and its products completely? So hello everyone, myself Pratik Bagadia and welcome to Paribhasha once again. In today's video, I will be talking about, is it really possible to boycott Chinese products in this globalized world? At the end of this video, I will also be asking you one question. So let us first know how China does business in India. There are basically 4 levels at which China operates in India. The first one is made in China. Here it doesn't mean that the companies are Chinese, but let's say for example a company like Apple who manufactures iPhone in China and sells it in India under the label made in China. But China has become smarter and they have replaced made in China by PRC. PRC is nothing but People's Republic of China. So friends, just be aware. The second level at which China operates in India is through Chinese companies. So companies like Vivo, Oppo and others. They have manufacturing unit in India, but the companies and the profits are taken with China. The third level at which they operate in India is through Chinese investments. There are many investors who have invested in India in the infrastructure projects. Not just that, even some of the famous investors like Alibaba and Tencent have invested millions of dollars in Indian startups like Swiggy, Zomato, Paytm and others. The fourth and the most important level at which China operates in India is through Chinese products. Now this is huge because we import almost everything from China, right from chemicals to machineries and electronics. Friends, do you have any idea how big this number is? As you can see from this graph, in 2010-11, we imported almost $43 billion worth of goods from China, but we exported or sold Indian products in China only worth $14 billion. As a result, our trade deficit with China was around $29 billion. But this kept on growing continuously, and by the year 2017-18, this trade deficit was around $63 billion. Now that is huge. Some good news that the government has taken some steps. As a result, we have been able to bring down this trade deficit by roughly around 25%, and today this deficit stands at around $48 billion. Just to give you an idea, $48 billion in Indian currency is almost equal to 3.5 lakh crore rupees. So a population of 130 crore, if we say in a family of 4, we are paying almost 10 to 11,000 rupees extra to China every year. Now that is huge. So now you have an idea how big this number is. Do you think it is really possible to boycott such huge imports? To give you an example, let's have a look at this chart. In 2018, US President Donald Trump imposed certain sanctions on Chinese imports, which today we call it as US-China trade war. What happened here is the government of USA made Chinese products expensive by imposing certain duties. As a result, Americans started looking for other products than Chinese. Vietnam in this gained a lot. China lost due to this trade war, but Vietnam almost gained around 7.9% of its GDP. India also gained to some extent, but that is negligible. Around 0.2 to 0.3% of a total GDP was positively impacted due to this trade war situation, which is nothing as per our potential. But Vietnam has given us one idea, that Chinese are beatable. Despite having their huge technological advantage and a huge manufacturing setup, Vietnam has shown that they can still beat Chinese products when it comes to trade war. So, can we do it? We all are aware that today around 59 Chinese apps have been banned in India, and the government has taken this step due to the rising tension between India and China, citing security reasons. Just to give an example, a famous company like TikTok, they are a subsidiary company of ByteDance. Now, ByteDance in China or in total world has a revenue of around $17 billion. But in India, the revenue is around $14 million, or let's say 100 crore rupees, which is nothing in comparison to the overall revenue that they earn. So even a small ban, a temporary ban on India would mean nothing to them in terms of revenue. But the impact that they will feel is because around 30% of the total downloads of TikTok is from India, and around 150 million users are continuously active on its platform. So in just one move, those 150 million customers are completely wiped off. And there are chances that other countries might also do the same. As a result, ByteDance, which is currently being valued at around $100 billion, their valuation will definitely fall dramatically because of this move. Not just that, Indian government has also banned many Chinese companies who have invested in the infrastructure projects. Various departments like railways and roadways have actually cancelled the contracts and tenders that were being given to these Chinese companies. As a result, in a report, it's been that around 10 to 12 crore Chinese people will be unemployed by the year 2020. This is huge. We feel sorry that those innocent 10 to 12 crore people will be losing their job, but it's important that one government which is ruling in China should be given this message that don't mess with Indians. Because when Indians start to actually show their power, anybody can be brought down to their knees. Friends, in the beginning, I said that I'll be asking you one question. And that question is it really important or worth to ban Chinese products? Because today, in this recession time, every rupee is important, and if we ban Chinese products, then the alternatives available in the market might be expensive. So where every rupee is important, is it worth to actually buy other products just in the same name of nationalism? Or do you think it is the responsibility and duty of every Indian to pay for the security that we get because of our armed forces who are facing those Chinese people on the border? The choice is ours, and it is up to us to decide whether next time when we go to shopping, what we need to buy, Chinese products or others. Friends, that's it for today in this video. I hope you have enjoyed and learned something out of this. If the answer is yes, then please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe this channel. Until next time, have a good life.